Okay, I really need to make this quick because I have been procrastinating all morning. It's Sunday, December 22nd, and I need to drive an hour from now for an hour. So I can't spend a ton of time updating my budget and chatting, but I will be talking. I'll be talking. Okay, so hello. If you're new here, my name is Avery. I track my finances weekly on my YouTube channel here. And if you want to see more personal finance content like this, you can definitely hit the subscribe button and stick around. And if you end up liking the video, definitely like the video because that supports my channel. But what we're doing today is it's week 2. Technically, it's December week 3, but it is the second week in a row that I am tracking my expenses on camera and just telling you how the past week went. So let's get into it. As you can see on the uncategorized transactions, I have $640.41 that has been just bouncing into the budget that I have yet to allocate. So, money has been spent this week. I reauthorized my American Express accounts because time is of the essence here. Let's start with the credit cards since that's where most things have happened this week. As far as how this week went, it's weird because I would not categorize this as a good week, but since I'm on Wellbutrin now, I'm just like, whatever. I'm like, okay, it kind of just rolls off me a bit more. It's like a non-stick pan, I guess. But what happened? So I worked, and it was kind of a weird week at work because I was off. So on Monday, let me just start tracking the transactions and then I can talk about them as they come up because I feel like how the week goes is kind of dictated by how the money is being spent. First, I'm going to match some of these transactions that I'd already input previously. I paid off a medical bill, but I just went to the doctor on Monday and now I have new medical bills. So, this will not be the last time you see any sort of medical expenses, in my budget. But yeah, I'm waiting on that. And then I ended up spending $80.07 on Chewy because I also spent $207.86 at the vet for Miss Cece, my 1-year-old Shih Tzu. She was, I don't want to get into it, but like she was not acting right like the weekend before because I took her on Monday and like Saturday and Sunday. She doesn't eat enough. Like she was losing weight. As in, she used to be like 8 pounds or something, and now she was down below 7, and that had been happening over the course of like a few months. She's got allergies, blah, 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 but then she was throwing up over the weekend, and she wasn't eating that much, and she was kind of shaking. I don't know. I don't know what the problem was, but I went to the vet, and they didn't even know what the problem was. They kind of just suggested maybe I should supplement her dry food with wet food because maybe that's the problem. Which that was just like, so that cost like $65 to do that. But since we were already there, we went ahead and did her heartworm and tick panel. Some yearly, annual, I think, checkup that needed to be done. So that's why it ended up costing $207.86. I'll probably try to submit this to my insurance. I don't have like health and wellness, so I don't think they'll cover like or preventative, so I don't think they'll cover the heartworm and tick panel stuff, but her pet insurance might cover the medical concern visit. I don't know. So that cost $207.86, but then right after that I went on to Chewy and I ordered this new wet food to supplement with her dry food, and she does like it. Like she's eating way more than she ever has in the past. But sometimes she just eats too quick, or I don't know. TBD on that one, but I need to put this in a category. So the vet stuff is going to go in Cece's vet fund. Luckily, we already had money set aside for this, so it's not the end of the world. And then her food, I didn't have money in this specific category, but I had money overall in the CC categories, so it's not going to be the end of the world. I also got my hair cut. I don't know about you guys. Okay, so I have naturally curly hair and I only wear it curly. And when I go to the hair salon, I get a curly haircut, but I really my hairstylist is a very lovely lady. But when she styles my hair, so typically when you go to the hair salon, they're like, "Well, um I feel like I'm all over the place today. I do not work well with a timeline, I guess. Like if you go to the hair salon, like ladies, if you go to the hair salon, you'll get your hair done and then they'll generally style it. So maybe they'll do a blowout or they'll straighten it or they'll do some curls or something. I don't do any of that. I just need them to style it curly and diffuse it. And even with the curly hairstylists and the curly haircutters and the curly haircut, they do not know how to style it curly. Like, I don't know why. Because I'll pick hairstylists that have curly hair, and I just know she's not styling her hair like this. They just put too much product. What I'm trying to say is she gives me, like, a heart attack when I, get my hair done, when she cuts it, washes it, and then styles it, because it looks like complete shit. Like, it looks like she like destroyed my curls or something. Like I know I just have to go home and like wash it again to see what it actually looks like, and it looks fine. But let me tell you, leaving that place, like everyone feels so beautiful leaving the hair salon, but what the hair salon does to me is they make me question my entire existence. But all that to say, it costs $100, which is why it's also stressful, because I just don't know what it actually looks like, because they basically give me this like slick back, like curling your hair. Naturally curly hair, there's a lot of methods to styling it. I always brush my hair essentially upside down, style it upside down, and then I'll dry it upside down too, and I'll move things around and stuff. I scrunch it essentially. Some people, they like to, if they want a more defined curl, they will like twirl it around their fingers to make ringlets, and then if you dry it that way, you have more of a defined curl. I personally, I don't like that look because it weighs it down. I also don't use a ton of products in comparison to what other people with curly hair do, which it's like whatever works best for you. But my hair does not need a ton of product. And then I also, I don't do the finger twirling. What is that called? Like the ringlets. I don't make the ringlets because that's not my look. Because I don't need it. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't need it. My hair looks beautiful. My hair looks beautiful without doing all that. In fact, it looks terrible when you do all that. Yeah, so long story long, I spent $100 on a haircut. So where does this come out of? Beauty. I already had that set aside. The actual haircut itself was like $62. I normally leave like a $20 tip, but this time I rounded it up to $100 because of the holidays, just a little extra something something. But yeah, really, really like her, but I never know what my hair actually looks like. It looks fine, but I almost wish we just didn't style it at all, which I might consider that in the future. And then I spent $20 on Starbucks, and this is not going to come from coffee. This is going to come from Christmas. Okay, I did all my Christmas spending this week, and it is officially gift card Christmas. Merry gift card Christmas to all who celebrate. What is gift card Christmas, you ask? It's when you just buy people a bunch of gift cards for Christmas, which doesn't sound that, exciting, but it's certainly a lot easier to budget for. And the reason why I did this because I had not done any shopping, and it was like December 18th at that point, and I just needed to figure it out. I also didn't want to spend a ton of money or a ton of time looking for stuff, because this week I was feeling so just like sick. And I was sick at one point because on Monday I went to the doctor's, just a primary care appointment. They did my blood work, and she asked me if I wanted the COVID vaccine booster. I said sure, and then I instantly knew I shouldn't have done that. The older I get, the worse like getting a vaccine is as far as like the next day goes. Because on Tuesday, Monday night into Tuesday, I was sick, talking like fever, chills. I was throwing up. And then Tuesday morning, I was like, I need to go to work because I don't want to make up my hour. I can't make up. I have to make up Monday's hours, and I need to just go to work. If I take more hours off, that just messes everything up. Well, I got to work like at 7. And by 7:10, I left because I was trying to talk to my boss and I just felt so hot and disgusting. And I like went to the restroom, just threw up again. And I was like, you know what? I'm going home. I was like, if I feel better later, I'll just log on from home and work. Audience, when I tell you I slept all day, I slept all day because I just didn't feel good. I did not feel good. And then, that was that on Tuesday, and I just never recovered from that. And also, I'd been talking about my last video, how I was eating well and healthy, and I don't know, my body is just like, it's got whatever the opposite of an equilibrium is. It's like in a complete state of disarray all the time. And that's because, so I got my blood test results back. It's been a weird week. I got my blood test results back. And it turns out I've got too many problems. You ever be on so much medication, like you don't even know if something's negatively impacting you, what it could be, because you are just so far gone medication-wise that you don't know how to come back from that. That's kind of where I'm at currently, because I got my blood work back, and it was like, your liver levels suck. I have one kidney, so then the kidney, I was like, I think I have an infection, because you kind of just know if you have a history of that when it's coming on. So all my values sucked is what I'm saying. I was like, am I dying? Like, serious question, am I dying here? My thyroid level, so like I take a thyroid medication because I have a underactive thyroid, because of course I do. But this like reading that she got on this last blood test, the levels were worse than what they were pre-medication. And I do not know why. Like, I'm falling apart. Blood pressure's been horrible, obviously. We increased the blood pressure medication, but now I'm like, oh, maybe I should have increased the thyroid medication. I was trying to eat better, but then I swear that like I guess I didn't do it right or something, because my blood glucose, or my glucose level, was way too low. And like, I'm not a doctor, so don't even. And not only that, but then I asked my doctor about all of this, and she just has not responded to me. I understand that doctors have a lot that they are dealing with, like perhaps, in fact, way more. They have like too many patients most times to really give you like individual or high quality care. Like, let's be honest. That being said, it's not like I can take my blood tests to a different doctor and be like, hey, can you interpret this? Like, can you tell me what to do? Should I be doing anything? That's all I'm saying. So yeah, back to anyways, my glucose level is down, like too low, which is concerning because it wasn't like, this was not a fasting blood test, and I'd ate like a couple hours before. Everything makes sense, but nothing makes sense at all. But it really just, the week was a mess, felt like crap, I was sick, literally sick one day, and then after that, I was at this like holiday party at work, and I just I think I just had like low blood sugar to the point where like I was no longer quote sick unquote, but my boss was like, are you not feeling well again? You just look so pale. I don't know. Journey continues on all of that. But why did I mention this? I don't remember. Oh, that's just how my week went, I guess. But anyways, moving on. Oh, I know. I was too tired. I've been way too just beat down. So that also messed up like my eating, because I was very confused on what I was supposed to be eating. It's like, I don't know. I'm trying to listen to my body, but the body is giving me mixed messages. Another thought about that was, I was just too exhausted to like buy any like real presents for anyone. So everyone gets a gift card Christmas from me. That being said, I sent my mom on her birthday a $20 gift card to $20 gift card to Starbucks because I wasn't gonna see her on her birthday itself, but I wanted to still send her something. So that's what I did as a get coffee on me sort of thing. So I'm just putting that in Christmas and holidays because her birthday is so close to Christmas and the holidays that that's what's happening. Let's moving on. I spent 2 major purchases at Walmart, and you've guessed it, it was because of Christmas. I know I said we did a gift card Christmas, but I actually lied. Oh, no, I didn't lie. One gift, a couple gifts were not gift cards. And the first one is my mom's Christmas present. Me and my siblings, I have an older brother and an older sister. We went on a pair of AirPods for her, so they're going to send me. So for my mom's birthday, we got her this like Yeti cooler. So I owed money to my sister, but then I bought the AirPods. So now so that means she would have owed money to me, but instead we just said whatever. Whatever, like it's close enough. I think I'm still gonna send her like the difference, which is like $7, but that is what happened. So really, my brother owes me, I think, $65. He just has to send me that, so I'm gonna split it into 2 different transactions. Walmart. His will go into reimbursements because I don't think he sent it to me yet, and then Christmas, and then I'm gonna put mom's. I'm gonna put AirPods. So I understand what I spent money on. Mom's, okay. And then I spent another $278 so I had to buy the AirPods at the technology counter, the back counter. But I bought other stuff at Walmart. And what did I buy? That is a great question. I need to get the receipt, which I thought I lost, but thank God I didn't. This is what happened. I spent... Some of this is going to go into reimbursements because Nathan owes me $50 and he sent me the money. And it's going to be nephew, Steam gift card. And then everything else, let's see, 50, 100, 175. So I spent another 175 on... I'm going to do this in kind of a weird way, just so I have an understanding on what I spent. But Steam, 50. So between me and Nathan, we spent $100 on a Steam gift card. And then I spent $50. It is, I hope everyone likes Texas Roadhouse and Roosters because that's the gift card Christmas. Everyone's eating Texas Roadhouse or Roosters. Texas Roadhouse for my brother and his girlfriend. And then $25, 25, 25, 25 to my step siblings, and it's all Texas Roadhouse. Yeah, to step siblings. So that was $175. So I spent about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gift cards at Walmart, and then I spent money on other stuff. I bought cards to put all of these in. So that was $7.97 plus $7.97 plus $3.97 multiplied by 1.075 to figure out the sales tax. So 2021, and this is going to go into Christmas, and this was Christmas cards. And then I can just leave the remaining cards in my Christmas decoration box and use them next year. Then I spent, this is just going to be so many splits because things were happening. I spent $5.48 on coffee creamer because they have the large Chobani creamers. I never go to Walmart, but obviously I grew up on Walmart. Was not a Target family growing up because there was a Walmart in our town, not a Target. And like sometimes you just want to go to Walmart. You don't want Target, you don't want Sam's Club, Costco, any of that. You need to go to Walmart because what Walmart has, other people cannot compete with. And Target shit is too expensive for what you're getting. So $5.48 there, and then there's another split. This is going to go into the medical category, and I spent $377 plus $282 times 105. Oh, I wonder if it did that right. $377, like PEMDAS or whatever, and then multiply it by... No, it didn't. Interesting. Oh, it did, but it didn't do... I did it wrong, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so that is some medical supplies, and then Chobani creamer. And then, what's that? $21.11 remaining. Let me see if everything else just fits into something. So I spent $354, $398. Okay, so some of this, I don't know if I should keep splitting stuff like this, but one of these is going to go into my auto maintenance category because I bought like a de-icing fluid for my car for the winter. It doesn't like do everything for you, but it can help in times of need when it's cold out. And then 1683 is remaining, and let's see, what is this? 747 plus we bought like salt to put on the ground, $3.53. I think that's soap, like dish soap. What's that put me at? And then 583, 354. Oh, fucked it up. Damn. Okay, hold on. 747 plus 5. The rest of the money is just gonna go into household, and this was salt, soap, and what is it? What's that stuff called? Like that you buy? Cleaner. I don't know. Just cleaner. Like if you need to clean counters and stuff. That's just going to go into... Do I have a household category? It'll go into household. And that's what I spent at Walmart. Okay. And then let's go to the journey. I just had this subscription come out, which is one of my... Okay, enter it now. Enter now. Here we go. So that was what happened on the journey card. The Amex. Things are happening. Okay, first I'll go down here and I'll match all these transactions that I entered I entered last week. Then I spent $8.78 at a grocery store. I bought Donatos the day that I was sick. Like once I started feeling better, I bought Donatos because why is buying like a $15 pizza and eating it for 3 days cheaper than getting groceries? This was not my week when it comes to like eating well and exercising, and it's fine. I'm not even going to dwell on it because remember, I'm a different person now who does not have problems with the stuff. We just try again. But as I was saying, $15.11 on pizza is cheaper than me going to the grocery store. Like if I bought one large Donato's pepperoni pizza every 3 days or so, I was running the numbers, and if that's what I ate, I'm not saying this is what you should do. I'm just saying this is how fucked up eating at home is sometimes. I would have spent, like, if that was my grocery budget, it would have been like $150 a month, would have averaged out to. I don't know. So $15.11 on Donato's. I spent $8 at genuinely the worst coffee shop in the world, and I bought the wrong drink too, so really played myself. I wanted an iced latte. I got a hot one, and I barely drank it. On Tuesday, when I was sleeping all day, I slept right through the Indiana Fever tickets, aka the WNBA tickets, aka the Caitlin Clark team, because my sister wanted to go to a game next year. We went to one this year, and now we wanted to go to another one next year. Let me tell you, I spent more money on 2 tickets in the nosebleeds this year than I spent on 4 last year, also in the nosebleeds. So that's interesting. I'm gonna split this one because one of them is going into Christmas because it's my sister's Christmas present. And then the other one is gonna go into my fun category because it's for me. Fever. And that is how that's going to play out. So my sister, I guess, also did not get a gift card Christmas. She got a Indiana Fever ticket. So we'll be going to that in, I think, May. Then when I felt like my blood sugar was low and I just felt so weak, I bought a Coke at the vending machine at work. So that's how that went. I also spent the day that I went to work, I did not feel good. So when I ended up leaving early, I drove there because I just knew, like, I had a feeling I was not feeling right, obviously. But I parked in the garage, and even though I was only there for half an hour, it cost me $3. So, oh well. Amazon, I ended up buying some. This is going to go into Christmas. And this was Christmas stickers to put on my cards to make them look more festive. Like I put effort into it. It's like wrapping, really. $15 at a bakery. Yeah, I did do that. Okay. And then I spent $22.92, and this was Losartan. And then I spent another $200 on Christmas, and it was gift cards, believe it or not. What did I buy? I bought $150 actually to Roosters, and $50 to Texas Roadhouse again. And this splits between my dad, stepmom, Nathan's dad, and mom. Who are, because they are not married, so they got separate gift cards. So there's that, and that almost clears out my Christmas spending. I do have a couple other things, but I would really like to I'd like to have money left over, but I don't necessarily know. It's probably not gonna happen, which I don't think I did bad. Honestly, I'm pretty content with how the spending went, but it is what it is, you know? I spent $87.45 on these like special edition book things that Nathan wanted for Christmas. And they were like these Aphex Twin and Daft Punk books, so I just purchased those, and those will come at some point. That was $87.45. I think that's everything on the Amex. I have started transitioning my spending away from I need to make some credit card payments, is what I'm noticing here. I have started transitioning some of my spending away from the travel Amex and just moving them to either the Quicksilver or the American Express. I just saw that Capital One is essentially trying to acquire or merge with Discover. If that happens, I'm curious to see what would happen exactly, because Capital One I think they do Visa or MasterCard, and Discover is obviously Discover. I don't want a Discover card, so if they tried to change these to Discover, I would just cancel them, essentially. My 2 Capital One cards. I'd like to cancel them anyways, but I was thinking like, I'll just leave it, whatever. I don't know. We shall see. What is this? Hold on a second. $235. Hold on, let me go back. Hold on. I think I know what happened. I think I tried to use this card they fucked it up, basically. Ticketmaster fucked it up, but are we surprised? But this pending transaction should fall off because it's just a duplicate of the other ones. Okay, I spent some money on Kindle for some books. For January, I'm definitely going to do a low buy, or honestly the whole first quarter of 2025. I plan on doing a low buy / no buy year because I need to put all my money that I can into my cruise. And then after I go on my cruise, if I have money left over, I can move it around accordingly. Okay, not a lot of transactions on this for once, since I am transitioning away from this card. But yes, that's what's happened here. Have I spent any money that is not on either of these things? Let me find out. So, okay. Yes, there were a couple other transactions. Let's get this figured out. So at Barnes & Noble. Barnes & Noble. Okay, here we go. I'm going to split these. I spent $54.71 total. And I'm going to split 20 of this into my fun. Okay, technically it needs to go in the books. Because I think it's called I Who Have Ever or Never Known Men. It's like some translated literature I'm interested in. So I bought myself a copy. And I bought the same thing for my friend for Christmas, who I'm seeing later. So I need to get this video done. And I also bought that. Let me just copy this. Copy. And Lord of the Rings calendar for 2025, which isn't really a Christmas gift, but it is what it is. I'm just gonna put it in Christmas. It's close enough. It's a holiday, the new year. So I spent $54.71 there, and then I also spent $19 at a bakery. Hate to say it, back on my bullshit. $19 there, and then I spent $3.35 on parking yesterday. So I think that's all of those expenses. And then I want to go into my checking account I don't think I've had any transactions come out of this. The $60 came in. I did get some money on Cash App, so let's do that. $237 in here. Why? Oh, okay. Nathan sent me some money. So how we handle Cece's expenses is that he sends me money for her and I hold it in a sinking fund. So it's not just money that I'm putting in, it's also money that he has contributed, in case you're curious. But essentially, after she had her expenses, he sent me some money. One, because he didn't necessarily need to in this circumstance because we had enough money in the fund, but generally we shoot for every time he gets paid. He sends me like at least $50, $100 more if we know something's coming up. Actually, I'll split this 3 ways. I'm being so extra today. Cash App, Venmo. Okay. And I'm going to put CC food. I'm just going to put a portion of this. Okay, hold on. I'm screwing this up. Let's start with Christmas. $50 goes into, wait, it's not an outflow, it's an inflow. $50 into reimbursements. I'm not doing any of this right now that I think about it. $50 into reimbursements, so that will go into there. And it'll just be Nathan, gift for nephew. And then I received $187 from him. And I'm going to split this between $69.21, that's for her food, since it's overspent, and then $117.79. I'm gonna be so annoying and do one more split, just based off of what I know she has coming up. CC Groom, I'm gonna do, I don't know why I'm blanking on how much this cut normally costs. $65. Okay, her math appointments normally $70. I think in 2025, I don't know if they're going to increase the price, but I'm trying to increase my tip for each of her appointments just going forward by $5. So I normally do a $15 tip every time she goes, and I've decided I want to move this to a $20 tip. And then I'm going to put the remaining in her vet just to offset that. expense that we had, because I know coming up in January she's gonna go to the groomer, and that's what's going on with that. And she doesn't really have any, knock on wood, medical expenses coming up in the near future. So there's that. Save. And let me make sure I actually cash this out. That way it comes whenever it's coming. And while I'm here, I might as well just remind my brother that he owes me $65. Requests. So I just sent him a request on Cash App. And while we're at it, let's do some reconcile everything, yada yada yada. But I need to make some credit card payments, because looking over here, these are a lot. Like, what is this? Almost $3,000. And I know I gotta spend more money. I gotta spend another $1,000 later. I'm honestly fine with it. I don't necessarily care. I just need to make the credit card payments. Wait a minute. On the Capital One app, they had this like blurb that was like, learn about the envelope budgeting system. And I really wanted to see that, because I like clicked away from it and now it's not showing it to me, because I'm curious what Capital One says about the digital budgeting or envelope budgeting or whatever they called it, since that's essentially what YNAB is. Okay, let's start with this one, my Journey card, because I have a payment due. So I'm going to pay the statement balance, which is $21.48. So let me go ahead and click record payment, $21.48. And there we go. So that's coming from my checking account. And then, let me see. Do I have a payment due on the Quicksilver? Doesn't say I do. I think maybe the American Express's something is due. Let's find out. Payment. Okay, I have a payment on Blue Cash Everyday card. So let me do that. It says the statement balance is $128.94. You have to pay. I'm not going to use my credit cards to you, actually. I know that the balance that I currently have is obviously significantly higher than that. For now, I'm going to do $128.94. And then I think once I settle my Christmas spending, I'll just pay everything off completely and just use my high yield savings account money essentially to do that, since that's what it's been waiting for. Today, December 22nd, checking account, $128.94. Oh, I probably should cover the overspending first. It's okay. $128.94, submit payment. Okay, those are the only ones that had payment due dates. Everything else, I don't think the what is it called, statement has happened. And now I need to just deal with any of my overspent categories. Let's see. So first of all, I need to fix the Donato's pizza, because that is not right. It is not a gift and donation. Sure wish it was, but gifts, donation. I need to change this to dining out. Now let me go back. Books is going to come from fun. And then household is going to pull it from groceries. Coffee is going to come from groceries. Dining out is going to come from groceries. So now I need to cover this other $46.74. I'm sure this is going to come from the fun money overflow. Let's see though. Yeah. And then I'm going to leave the reimbursement, because my brother owes me the money and he'll pay it. Like, I'm not too worried about it, since we decided we were going to go in on our mom's Christmas gift together. Now I just want to look at the State of the Union here and see what's going on. I have all the cruise stuff coming up. No money in any of the wish farm. Nothing happening in food right now, which is not accurate. Like, it's not gonna stay like that. Let me put it that way. Car insurance, fine. Subscription. Has everything come out? I think one thing has not. Okay. Has not come out yet. I have like $1.99 subscription. Moving, I'm not going to touch it. Transportation, I'm leaving it alone. Amex annual fee. Kind of like, should I move this? I might, honestly. Because I think I've just decided for a fact I'm not going to renew it. But I'm not going to cancel it yet. And I have until like August before I need to renew. So should I go ahead and move this to the flight? Let's do it. And let me just go ahead and delete this target. How do you delete the target? Delete this target. Christmas and holidays. Okay, this is what I really need to know. I have 183.68 remaining. Okay. And what, as far as like what I need to purchase. So if I have 183.68 remaining, I know I need to spend 50. Let's go with 75. Okay, actually, we'll do this in here because when I was no. Okay. So 183.68, and then I know I need to spend. I'm probably going to spend let's say $70 maybe. $70 maybe on a dinner for my mom. And then another $50 on a birthday present for my someone tell me, if my cousin has a child, what is my relation to that child? Is that like a second cousin? Am I an aunt? I don't know. But for their birthday, my cousin's kid, I'm going to that. So $50 on that. And then what does that leave me remaining? 183.68. 183.68 minus 70 minus 50. So at least it was $63.68. And then let's say $30 for a pizza because I need to bring a pizza. Okay, the money is disappearing. So $30, 33.68. And then I was gonna take out. Okay, this is not gonna work to be honest. Minus $20 for. I'm giving my old workplace a tip since they're making some like a holiday tip. So $20 for that. And I have $13.68 remaining. That technically needs to go to like any Christmas sort of food, but I don't really have. I end up not making any cookies whatsoever. I know technically this isn't like. Oh wait, I need to send my sister $7 minus $7. She probably doesn't care, but like I want to even it out. That's what I like to do. Minus 7, 668, and this would just be for Christmas groceries, which at this point I don't know if it'll be anything because I didn't make any Christmas cookies, and I have not talked to my mom about what we're cooking. So I don't know. I do not know. Yeah, that's how that's going. I don't know. It's not horrible, to be honest. Like, as far as Christmas went, it could have been worse. I guess there's still time for it to be worse. This might not be that expensive. Maybe this won't be as expensive. Probably won't cost $30 for pizza. It kind of just depends on what I want to order. And why I put pizza in here is because my stepmom, her dinner is, she never does like a real holiday dinner. She says we should bring a pizza or something else, and I chose pizza. So that's why I have this in the Christmas holiday spending. $20 for a tip. I can't believe I'm not double counting anything, am I? Because the money just disappeared. I don't know. I'll talk to my mom about this and see. But I don't even know if I'll end up spending $70 on. This would be my. I guess technically I'm adding in a lot of like non-Christmas spending into this. But since it's the month of December, like my mom's birthday, my cousin's kid's birthday, I'm just throwing it in here just for ease. So in theory, though, if you remove that, like I would not have spent as much on Christmas, but like. I still would have spent that money regardless, which means the money would have had to come from somewhere, which means it probably would have came from Christmas money anyway. So why even bother separating it out? But yes, 126, 26. I can move 26 of this. $26 and 26 cents. I'm gonna move it to Christmas just to be safe. There we go. Okay, yeah, that helps a little bit. Pet insurance will stay. All of Cece's stuff will remain untouched. YouTube Premium. Fun money. I'm really hoping. I need to buy. I know I gotta purchase. I don't know how much this will be. Let's say $60 for a guess for a Cavaliers ticket. Then the remaining, I hope I can move to my cruise. But yeah, that's how it's going right now. Hopefully you're surviving the month of December. I really hope everyone's having a good month. I wish you all a happy, healthy, safe holiday and Christmas time, and just get to enjoy and rest and relax. If you're taking time off right now, I'm happy for you. I wish I was, but maybe next year. All right. Thank you all for watching. Bye now.